let's put you guys in this situation. You have Buddha and, you know, you want to keep it for the long term, but you still want to be able to do things like solo dungeons. You still want to be able to run through dungeons and solo them. Probably wondering, well, how can I do that with Buddha? I'm going to show you guys how to do with Buddha. So for my stats, I have 105 stamina. I don't need that much stamina because it regenerates through the raids and I have good stamina regen accessories. I only have 300 points in my HP because I do have the ball guard. And it's giving me a 10% defense boost on top of, you know, hybrid Buddha transformation giving you a 15% increase, which would be a 25% in total if we're putting that with my accessories. And then, of course, full transformation with ball guard being 60%. So you don't need like a huge amount of HP, but you might need a little more maybe to deal with, specifically with the Pika users. So I usually go for a mysterious dungeon. The reason I pick mysterious dungeon, it's mainly because it's more faster for me. But if you want to play it safe, I'd probably stick to the Skylands. So first wave, what you're going to want to do is, well, you want to get up 5 times in the air. Let yourself fall, but not all the way. When you let yourself fall to a certain point, the enemies stop blocking and they start running towards you. So no more waiting for them to take like 50 years to, you know, get to you. Then, of course, use Judgment Impact, you know, to get towards them. As soon as you get to wave 2nd, that's when you're going to want to start using your hybrid transformation. Now, here's the thing. You want to make sure you're only using one of your moves because the cooldown in the raids is really long. If you use both of these moves before you get to the next wave, you're going to be forced to use Palm Strike, which has a pretty bad range. So you would have to let yourself fall a little bit more farther to get that sweet spot. And they're going to be dealing a lot of damage to you while you're in the air. So the transformation is pretty key for this. You don't want to go full transformation, like not at all for this. You want to save that specifically for the boss waves. And as you see, just like this, jump up 5 times, let yourself fall. Hold any one of these attacks. And just like that, they're all dead. And you see how long that's on cooldown for? So when I get to the next wave, I won't be able to use this. But because I left this attack to be used, I can use this in the next wave. So after you get like your main attack down on the entire group, you want to switch back into your base form and then just use your other moves from there. And doing this is just going to give my other moves time to regenerate. And then from there, you go into base form. There's all your base attacks. You can just go ahead and use them to pick off the smaller enemies, just like this. So yeah, it's not too bad. However, like making mistakes can be pretty bad. And we're on the boss wave. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And then we're going to use Enlightenment, of course, for that 10% defense boost. So if you're dealing with one of these guys, it's a little annoying. You don't really need to use your ult for this. An ice user, it's not going to be a big deal. You just got to kind of keep spamming your M1s and, you know, attacking, and he's dead. So, of course, going back into our hybrid form here, just repeat the same thing. Jump up in the air 5 times. Now, there are going to be a few NPCs that don't really come towards you, but it's going to be a very small group, so it's going to be manageable. You just kind of want to go to your base form, use Spine Breaker, hit them in a group, and they're pretty much done for. Okay, now here, Divine Retribution, you want to hold it down, just like that. And because of how many stats I have in Buddha, well, not even that big of a deal. So one Divine Retribution was able to pretty much almost insta kill them, and all I had to do was just hit them with some attacks. Basically just a few M1s was able to finish them off. Now the shotgun users are going to do a little bit of a number on your health, but it's not going to be a massive deal. And this is one thing you do have to watch out for. If you don't hit the initial hit of that attack that I just used, it's very likely that they're going to have survived with some HP left, which is not a massive deal because by the time you get on the ground, they've already used up their main attacks that are going to be a threat to you. However, you still got to be careful and just make sure to pick them off pretty quickly. And here we go. And we're going to get our damage boost off. And then we're gonna get divine retribution, just like that. There we go. And from here, yep, just spam the M1s, get our grabs off, and look at that. They are dead just like that. That was basically instantaneous. And there you go. I just completely soloed the raid with Buddha. From here, you can just reset, claim the free devil fruit drop, and that's basically it. So I'm gonna go right over here, just reset, let them beat me into a pulp, of course. I'll be grateful if we get a rare out of this. My bad, an epic definitely. Horo. When are they gonna buff you? When are they gonna buff you? You poor little fruit. Such a shame. It's such an awesome fruit, and it's just, yeah, no one cares about it. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically how you solo the raids with Buddha. You might have to switch around your stats a little bit to find the most convenient and best build. Wait, two? No! Dude, the objective was to kill one terror shark, not two of them. Are you nuts? What do you mean? Bro, this is not what I wanted. It was supposed to be one. Bro, the game was just like, oh, you want a terror shark? Oh, here you go. Here's two terror sharks.